or anything at Gen Con besides the D&D game? Right. Well, I looked for you. I just, we were just so many people. I did run into Bonsai Nader, who's a Twitch streamer, and I ran into Mindari, who's a Twitch streamer, and I swear they're sisters, but they're not related and they don't know each other, so they look like almost alike to me. I started playing Rise of the Tomb Raider yesterday, and oh man, why did I wait so long to play that game? It is amazeballs. I cannot believe I waited that long. It had me like on the edge of my seat several times already. I had to like quit because I was, getting ready to do something else. I can't remember, but I had to quit at 8 something this morning so I could take my mother-in-law to the hospital. Uh, yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. The graphics are just phenomenal, and then it only took like I think it was only like 23 gigs for the whole game. And there's like definitely at least I would say probably 20 hours of gameplay there. It looks like. And I got Baldur's Gate 3. A buddy of mine got me that, so we could play that together. Yeah, it looks really cool. So far so good. I love the cutscenes, man. The cutscenes are just cool as heck. Sounds about right. Yeah. Sounds like me every day. Yeah. See, my yesterday day started at, it ended at 8 a.m. About 8:15 a.m. Well, no, actually, I take it back to the hospital. So I didn't go to bed till like 1. And I was up since at least noon the day before, so about 25 hours, I would guess. I used to do it more often, but age, I guess. Mostly I do it now just because I can't freaking sleep. Insomnia sucks. But at least if there's, I know there's like playing video games or watching TV or reading or whatever isn't necessarily conducive to falling asleep. Sometimes reading is for me because it's relaxing. Sometimes video games are too because it's relaxing. But the thing is like, if I'm not going to be falling asleep anyways, I can't fall asleep just laying there. Sometimes I just want to guess if Joe's not responding or whatever by about 7:20, 7:30. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do about it. You know, stuff happens. It's just trying to get. Yeah, I was just trying to get everything more consistent. Everything. When Joe was playing yesterday as a character in the one thing, he had planned on being here, so I'm sure something came up. I need to get rid of some of the ones I don't get on. Right, they have some. Right, they have some overlap. You should have some overlap. Yeah. Yeah. Understandable. This one called Pizza Party. Oh, also, I have this thing called Extremely too that I just started enjoying. It should theoretically help out with, you know, getting some kind of ad revenue or something. I don't know. Get sponsors. That's what it's for. Should help out with getting sponsors, anyways. We're not exactly like audience ready for per se for getting a lot of sponsors or anything like that, but you know, if we have any kind of sponsors, then it might help out with, you know, audience too. It's kind of a back and forth thing. I am gonna put there's a thing down there called Gamers. It's GAYMERS. I told them I would put their banner on our channel, and I told it's called Who's Your Gamer, and it's like for basically like underprivileged people to find D&D groups and stuff like that. But so I might put that on our thing too. I want to go check out the website and learn more about it first. But the Gamers one I was going to put on the Twitch channel, because they're basically about creating safe spaces for gamers. if you guys want to call it, we can call it. I mean, doesn't look like Joe's showing up. He's not responding to anything yet. So, I could try him on Facebook, I suppose. Sure. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you guys are good to go. I'm gonna be hanging out by my computer anyways, because that's what I do. All right. I'll send you guys a message, or okay, I'll send everybody a message or whatever if he gets back on, or if he ends up showing up or whatever. Okay. Just give you a heads up when I find out what's going on. Check, check. Check, check. Okay, you guys can't hear me. Okay, so you guys probably heard that conversation. Well, one-sided conversation. So yeah, we are waiting on Joe, our other DM. So, um, seeing if he's going to be able to be here, and I'm sure something probably came up because usually he's pretty reliable. So, well, he's very reliable, I should say. Um, So anyway, but I thought I would take a moment, and I went to Gen Con over last weekend, and I figured what would be a better time here. Let me put the Action Surge logo because branding is important. Anyway, so we'll put that logo over there, and boom. Okay, so I went to Gen Con, and I thought what would be a better time to share my Gen Con haul. Okay, look, sounds like Joe might be back. We'll hear in a moment here. So I've got some green and gold, like gold with green dragon scale metal dice. Got a whole set of them from Gen Con there. I spent way too much money on dice. I got these ones here, which are they're metal, but they have like a glittery plastic core type thing. It's hard to explain, but they have each die has a different color. So got the full on rainbow of die going on here. Oh, it's a D6 there. No, by the way, yeah, there you go. And that one's the green one. But, at any rate, so I got those ones. Then I got some Norse Foundry dice that were they say Gen Con on them, and they were this year's. They do one every year, I guess. So I got these dice here. I'll show up. Oh no! Losing my four-sider. Losing my four-sider. Trying to keep it in the box. Okay, Norse Foundry is who made those. Then I got some gem dice. Got some green fluorite gem dice. Yeah, so that's them. Yeah, there we go. I might have misput maybe the 12 cider goes with the 20 cider is. I think it does. I don't know. I don't think 20 cider should go center being paramount, but maybe not. Maybe the 12 cider is actually bigger than 20 cider. I don't know. Probably is. Would make sense. So yeah, that's the dice I got. I just oh, Joe was painting. Okay, so Joe is gonna hop back in Discord here. Hold on one second. Hey Joe, can you hear me? Joe. All right. So okay, so Joe's in Discord. Um, I believe. Let me see his name in Discord. Okay, so Joe just got back, but now it'll be whether everybody else is gonna be back or not. I guess so. But okay, so then I got this cool little dice bag with a little red dragon eye on it. Looks like dragon skin kind of dice bag and little red dragon eye. Kind of some freebie swag. I got a little fidget spinner, and it's from In Conjunction Institute of Weird Science.
Line
Oh, there's some people
fish
here.
products. Yep.
Yay, people. Okay. Bought Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. Got it on sale for 20 bucks.
Critical what?
Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. I got Waterdeep Dragon Heist on sale for 20 bucks. Um, I picked up early big, even though it's probably out this week now, but it's Big B presents Glory of the Giants. Yes, the one with AI art that everybody's been talking about. I didn't know that it had AI art in it, but regardless.
Yeah, they didn't know something was the story.
That's what they're saying, yeah. Vilhan Reach got the original 2E Forgotten Realms Vilhan Reach. Or no, actually, this is 1E Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Vilhan Reach. And also 1E Forgotten Realms, the Magister, famous module.
Those whites. I'm not tempted to go over there.
This here is the Ravenloft original module 25th anniversary edition, and I went and got it signed by Tracy and Laura Hickman, the authors. So that's the original Ravenloft module from back in the day, back first edition, but with 25th anniversary edition, so it's got a fancy-ish cover. I wish I would have been able to have my original module, even though it's all beat up. I have it here at the house, and I didn't know that Laura Hickman was going to be there. So,
You know,
and
this is a newer, better condition,
yeah,
better for the auditor.
yeah. His wife, not his wife, Tracy said his wife is for her to be at the same convention as him is pretty rare. So I thought so, but I was like, well. I got me a bunch of minis. I got like probably 40 or so minis. So yeah, I won't show off all the minis, but and
I
here,
saw how many minis I got set at the table right now that I was painting.
yeah, I
I'm
got
painting on this one, I'm painting on this one. There's a bunch of Necrons, a bunch of Lizardmen, 2 Warforged, and a Tabaxi.
yeah. Tabaxi. All right, I'm gonna hop off a camera here. We're gonna go back to the starting soon. We hope screen. Bloop.
Where did we go? Telemetry Hill or some shit? That
I have no idea. Teleme Hill. That's where we're going. I think. Hang on, I'm gonna
I don't know. It looks like you can.
get back on the webcam over here. Oh. No rest for the wicked. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. There we go. Not roll 20. What's that thing we use for going online? Streamlabs. Yeah, that's it. Streamlabs didn't want to cooperate. It wanted to keep me on there on the webcam on there. I don't know. It's loaded already for me. It's kind of big. It's kind of picky sometimes. You sound like an evil transformer, Mr. Hoptuit. Is that a voice modulator thing you got going on, or?
Maybe not.
Yeah, so I was wondering. I didn't know if it was a kind of funny connection or if it was just you had a voice modulator thing on your thing. The last two left though. Okay. Are you going on camera? Hop to it. Well, I guess who all's going on camera? Anybody?
Yeah.
Hey, your voice is fixed.
Huh?
Took a second. I had to fix an extension with the music.
Okay. 1 second. Alright, just finishing up, setting up where it looks like we're gonna go here. I gotta get Eris on camera. I gotta put you in your place. You're in the #1 position. Because you're #1. Alright, and Quinn, where did you go? I swore I just had Quinn on there. Oh, okay, I see what happened there. Tab 4. Wow, we're all over the place. Okay. Me. Cap 5 is Joe. Cap 3 is dead. It is. What's that? I'm just putting everybody in their perspective webcam frame thingies because we're all here at the same time.
I need to actually find a place to do this though, because this has just been sitting on my desk.
You should tie some fishing line to it and make it look like it's floating.
I don't think fishing line would be able to hold it up. I know fishing line can be
Get some like 50-pound test or something. All right. All right, yay! Okay, we're live now. There we go. All set to go.
What's making me mad?
What's making you mad? Roll 20. Is it being a pain in the butt? Batakas. You know what? I thought I had the Action Surge logo on here. Don't I? Maybe I don't. Well, it's okay. It's behind me. It's good enough. Good enough for government work. Digging the hair, did you just freshly get that done? Eris?
I mean, we had it I had it shaved recently.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
that's what I was talking about.
for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
This has to be touched up every once in a while because it grows fast enough that it looks weird after a while.
Right on. Not you, Joe. I remember when you had your haircut. It was like 3 weeks ago, I think. 4 weeks ago.
My hair was caught.
Wasn't it?
Trying to
When you didn't get your hair trimmed like
haircut.
about a month ago?
Be a little funny if it was caught short.
No, just
Haircut
trimmed.
like a year and a half, 2 years. And you got to trim.
I don't get my hair cut. I just tear it out. All right, so we were camping last. So that was what was going on, right? Okay, long resting.
Camping.
We ended after a long rest.
didn't have to do anything besides that. Where's that? Way over there, maybe. All right. Nice. We're here. This campsite. I believe you're able to get a full long rest in, without any kind of problems. I know you're in a hurry to get to this hill. Why are you going to the hill again? Do you remember?
I believe it was because of something that that we were told by the person that we saw at the tower before before Bergen and Elwyn got brought away by the bubbles.
Did it have something to do with a hag?
I don't know if this
No,
specifically had to
Hag.
do with the
Oh no.
hag.
Um, the the pseudo dragon, the pseudo dragon knight. Yes.
Also,
Right.
Daniel, just remember that you are muted right now, so if you say anything, we can't hear it.
Who can't hear it?
We're fine now.
Oh, Daniel. Okay.
You were looking for a key, right? Magic silver key to unlock the magical cage that can't be opened with opening magic.
I believe so.
Yeah. So you need to do anything in specific while you can. Anything
While we're
important
resting.
you want to make note of during this camping time, this rest.
I mean, I only have to technically trance for 4 hours of it, so for the additional 4 hours, I'm going to work on the revolver.
Okay. Why is he not?
Ruben technically doesn't need sleep in the first place. So
Right.
he's going to be basically keeping track of everything, like keeping a wary eye out. In between one thing or another. Let's see. Ruben's actually going to be fiddling around with his spell book here and there.
Isn't a spell book in his head?
Yes, it is. That's the deal.
He's be
Ruben
fiddling around with his head.
he literally opens up the back part of his skull to take out the scroll wheel that he basically has to try and like read over a few things. We're doing a long rest, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you're doing the wrong rest.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Trying to make sure.
What exactly are you doing with the spell book? Are you just looking at it?
I was actually seeing if I could just if I already had counted up to see how many spells I had access to. Because I know he's only supposed to have so many spells that he just knows. Kind of like doing a little bit of respecing on his spells if need be. Seeing if there's anything I want to trade out for other spells. Any preparations needing to be made.
Okay. That's a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, he did ask at one point, he was curious about Elwyn's shocking grasp. Could look into that.
Yes, but he would have to learn that spell, unfortunately. Because that's not... I mean, that's up to you, honestly.
What about you, Brannister? What are you doing?
I'm probably just going to be strumming my lute as I kind of, fade off, like quietly as I fade off into the trance type thing,
Yeah. All right. Mr. Hop to it.
In the morning, is the fire still lit? Are there embers?
I said, what are you doing? Well, are you doing anything before you go out for the night?
Oh, before sleeping, I'll
Yeah.
probably do some rituals to the moon.
Okay. Great. All right. So, who's taking then first watch, second, and then third watch? Just out
I
of
think
curiosity.
Bruin's taking all the watches because he doesn't need to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
That's
much.
very good. Very
Like,
good.
if someone is going to be awake at that time, that's just extra backup. But Ruben doesn't sleep, so
And it does get a bit darker, but it never really, sun never really sets. It kind of just stays the tail end of twilight. And as the twilight starts to lighten and feels like it's coming towards morning, um, in the distance, Ruben, can you give me a perception check?
sure thing. 14.
I think you hear something. It's kind of, you almost feel like it's a thud type of thing. And it's just, something off in the distance in the forest, maybe to the south a little ways. Um, it was a pretty big thud, but it felt like it was pretty far away. Um, and I mean, that happens, and it's like, uh, it's the end of the watch. It's really time to be getting everybody up. It's like you just think about getting everyone up when you hear this thud. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, when that ends up happening, Ruben just hearing that thud, he takes and waves his hand slightly, and everybody hears a faint sound from vegetation. Basically, it's like your morning alarm call.
Hmm.
Pretty much like that. Everyone hears it
Alarm
just
clock.
right in their ear. Just a little beep 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 beep.
Um, it, it, sorry. What did something happen?
Ruben just says, "First of all, I believe that we have some sort of found nearby. Mr. Hoptuit, is there something we need to be worried about in these woods, by chance?"
In these woods, only everything.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
comforting at all.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, they don't like outsiders too much, so I'd stay on your toes.
Ruben nods at this. I'll keep an eye out for it in particular. But for now, be sure to bundle up. As he waves his hand and the campfire completely dissipates.
holds the jacket like a
So,
little closer.
so uh, Brannister will kind of rouse from his trance, but kind of as he was like also in his trance, but also dozing off. He'll be like, "Bugbears, bugbears! I'm sorry. Oh well, how's everybody?"
I think there might be something in the area we need to be worried about.
I'm like, "Bugbears?
We're not
Hopefully
sure.
not. The sound that I heard was much louder than a bugbear, much heavier.
He says, "Oh well, perhaps that's not such a bad thing then. I guess at least it's not
Yeah,
bugbears."
We should
it
try.
is a wonderful day. I'm actually quite happy. Yeah, it does seem to be a little dry though. It seems the water hasn't risen today.
I think that's probably a good thing, at least for us. We
Little
should
odd.
try to stay hidden from whatever this is.
Perception check, everyone.
Say what, dude?
Perception check,
We can
please.
hear
You're real quiet, Joe.
you. You're very
Oh,
quiet.
sorry. Am I better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I was sitting forward. I think I was sitting over my mic. All right. Perception checks, please.
Perception. Perception. I got terrible perception, I think, though.
Ah,
Well, not terrible, I guess. Just not good.
great.
Not great, I should say.
Natural
Oh.
Well, Daniel, being the only one who made the perception check,
Whoop, I
you
should be
all
Bannister.
hear this thud. But Daniel, you know exactly what that is. It's the sound of the water getting ready to rise.
Mm.
It's gonna
Water
get.
is a little late, but it looks like it's coming.
Coming? We should we? I sort of point up to the tree. Get away. I mean, last time we waded through water, there were leeches, and I don't really want to deal with leeches again. So,
You know, I haven't had breakfast yet. A good leech soup, it does sound quite tasty.
Can we get to higher ground?
yeah, let's do that.
So you're gonna continue towards the hill, is what you're.
Yeah.
Um. So you leave the campsite. You know, it's all good. Leave your campsite. You want to give me a little marching order? Maybe put the leader right here and tail the rest of you behind. However you
I feel
want.
like we should probably put the tankiest person in front. That's
Well, I'll
usually.
go first. I'll lead the way.
Are you tanky?
Cleric,
No, I don't
very
drive
tanky.
tanks, but I do know where we're going.
Reuben says, "I'll take up the rear." Let's be honest. If anyone gets swept away from the water, I'll be the one to actually survive.
Probably.
Reuben goes over and gently kind of knocks on the tree above soil. Does the same thing with the music, trying to like help rouse the soil
Oop.
a little bit.
I will stay close to Mr. Hop to it there.
I'll
Soil
probably
is
stay right here.
soil is
I'm
very
not exactly
quietly
durable.
snoring, just very quietly. Like you don't even hear it till you get up right on him. And every so often he mumbles something about bugbear.
Reuben just reaches down and just says, "Soil." He casts Mage Hand to just do a little like a on the side of his cheek.
I'm not touching him. He startles up, and at first it looks like he's starting to open his mouth and maybe bite at something, and it gets kind of big, you think, but then it's just like, normal, smiley, really, really uncomfortable smiley. Soil.
You ever see an
Um,
emerald boa yawn? Was it like that?
A what?
Literally exactly why Reuben used Mage Hand.
Yoko.
Yeah, I'll take that wisdom saving throw, DC 15, real quick.
Alright.
It's in VC chat.
From everybody.
Anyone that was watching Ruben wake Soil.
He always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I know he does. Hold on one second.
I'm
I
probably.
know eventually I'm going to get used to him. I'm the only one who
Heebie-jeebies.
interacts with him the
What did I
most.
say?
Hops do it. Granistar, Erwin, you're really creeped out about Soil this morning. Seeing that was just
That's
gives you
not
an
what I went for.
uncomfortable feeling in your stomach.
I'll get used to him eventually.
Eventually.
Reuben just says, "Apparently water is coming, Soil. I would have awakened you otherwise. I
Brett-
don't want to see you drown in the forest."
Well, no want bath.
Exactly.
Bannister doesn't throw up, but he retches a little in it. Like,
He'll put himself into the marching order real carefully. Go ahead and finish out that marching order, y'all.
He's the weakest stomached fighter. So.
I'm probably like right here in the marching order.
Alright.
Reuben, of course, lags behind as needed.
So he's going to kind of bounce around wherever he happens to go in between the party members. Sometimes a little ahead, sometimes off to the side. Never too far away. Mr. Hops to it leads you up some game trails. You can see the tops of the trees. Within about 15 minutes, you're starting to feel the ground's getting mushy, even though you feel like you're still going up a
Daniel's
little
camera
bit.
about
Whose camera?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Yeah, so we
Daniel.
all switch places
Poor guy.
momentarily. There we are.
He's back. All right. So, yeah, the ground starts getting a little mushy. Probably about 20 minutes later, there's actually, when you step down, water's pooling around your feet. Wandering through, and you come around a little bend, and there's a dip in the land, and it's just full of water. But there's a small boat right there, just kind of sitting.
Well,
Looking through.
we can either do the free bath or possibly use the boat. I wonder if
No.
anyone left it here.
Can I roll insight on the boat to see why it's here?
Good,
You
good
can roll
call.
insight on the boat.
Good
Please
call.
do.
Good call. I think that boat's a mimic right now. Now that you said that.
That would be insight, right?
Yeah. But if you roll as bad as you did that wisdom save, which you did, you're pretty sure it's a mimic. I mean, you're absolutely certain it's a mimic. It's got to be. I mean, how else would you
Right?
get to a boat with you? Never mind the water that's already to your ankles.
Oh dang! Insight 5. Oh.
What's got
Ruben,
for
meanwhile,
water's at your ankles.
Ruben,
Mimic boat right there. What's the
Ruben
party
just
want to
walks
do?
over and just says, "It's very simple." He holds up his hand. Small bolts of electricity touches the edge of the boat with a shocking grasp. Anything happen?
A little bit of electricity runs up and down the wood. A little bit sprinkles into the water, which implies that the boat might be a little waterlogged. But other than that, it doesn't change shape, scream, holler, laugh, giggle, or anything like that.
Are we good
Owen,
now?
Owen's attention has immediately focused on the fact that Ruben has learned shock and blast.
All right.
I thought you didn't know that yet.
I'm good steady.
Who's going to row the boat?
I will
Okay.
row. I will help row the boat.
Oh, I don't have a boat.
I'm getting in the boat. I'm immediately
You want me to get you a boat?
Pull me out of bed.
A boot.
I will go to the front and stand with one knee propped up over the edge, kind of like a ship captain of this little boat.
Just like a rowboat, correct?
Just a rowboat would be fine.
Is it able to even fit all four of us? Like
Uh,
5 to soil? But I imagine
Ruben, Ruben
Well,
offers
it'll
a
take up a lot
hand
of-
to. Ruben offers a hand to Soil to help him get into the boat, as it's you said it's knee-deep water.
That'd be perfect.
Oh, it's got a dead body in it. Okay, maybe that's the wrong
Oh,
boat.
that's okay.
Okay, we just
Oh,
ignore
that
the.
just adds to the aesthetic.
Just ignore the dead body. That's why.
Great.
There'll be a dead body in the boat soon enough.
Can we
Look,
recognize
Soil,
what?
breakfast.
So we're gonna put
Somebody was traveling with snacks for
Here.
soil.
Do we recognize the body in the water?
Pops, you're gonna go up here because you're leading the way. Come on, stay where I put you. There you are. We'll put you two back here. And Soil, because he's never been in a boat, he's gonna sit right here in the back on that seat and stay away from everybody. 'Cause he's scared. Doesn't know what to think of this boat thing. It's not good. No, that whole thing just
Yeah, if you select the whole everybody, you can move it all at once.
that's good enough. Oh, props to it can continue to lead you on as you row the boat, um, heading towards the hill. Um, but as you're wandering
So
along,
is it water? So is it water like just rising, or is it actually like raining out?
it's no, it's just rising like out of
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was wondering.
rising.
Craziness.
Um, yeah, and it takes a little bit of time. Do you happen to have any skill in piloting a boat? Um,
Um, probably not. I have land vehicles.
Actually, I do.
you do. Oh,
I do.
so would you like to pilot the boat then? We don't want
Or
to make it.
direct us.
Yeah, maybe he could help me if I'm rowing. Maybe he could help me help direct me, kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. All right, whatever. Um,
Ruben
the
sitting here like, I would help, but no muscle.
I
you're going
never
along
piloted a boat before. This isn't
towards
exactly my
Telemetry
strong
Hill,
suit.
um, and you find yourself come to a spot where the water starts moving kind of fast. It almost feels like it's going downhill, like fast, and you realize that there's was an empty hollow that the water hadn't been deep enough to get into, that had suddenly, is now just starting to fill up.
Oh,
So as you start to come over this, you realize there's trees in the way, and this is going to require some boating proficiency checks from whoever's piloting the boat.
all right.
Elwyn is currently gripping onto the boat, just kind of sinking to the bottom of it again.
Yeah,
So
and the best part is, if for every failed check, everyone in the boat has to either make an athletics or yeah, basically an athletics or strength check to stay in the.
oh goodness.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
say left, row only the left side. When I say right, row only the right side. And everybody move with everyone to that side, okay? This is gonna get a little hairy.
Right. So, who's going to roll that roll?
I guess I will roll the roll. And is it whoa, okay.
Since I'm assisting, can I give him advantage?
I believe you can. But question is, you just got to do the toolkit thing with the.
Yeah, here, one second, let me do that the easier way so I can.
Ruben looks to Elwyn for just a moment,
Worst case, it's going to just be survival.
and everyone notices. Well, whoever notices, Ruben removes his right hand and hands it to Elwyn.
Is it gonna be strength or dex? Probably strength or
I think it's survival.
survival. Oh, okay. I was just
Yeah.
doing the water vehicles thing. So wisdom, like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
Helps a bit.
Dang.
Hey,
Oh.
all right for the first one.
Ooh.
Not too bad.
So you manage to just kind of avoid this tree like it ain't nothing. Slide past the next tree. Let's get that next roll.
Oh boy. It's like that was fairly easy.
Is it over? Is it?
But
It's too bad I
perhaps
don't
I
have a
spoke too
drum.
soon.
Yes, I believe they drum during these times.
Got a 15 though, so I don't know. Maybe I did okay. I don't know.
That's not as good as you want it to be. Let's get them athletics checks or strength checks from everyone. These are DC 12 to stay in. Except for Ruben, who has disadvantage because he's only one-handed. Ooh,
No, that's
I see
fine.
Wait,
our
athletics?
rowers doing good. Oh, we're making a.
Yeah, this is basically trying to stay in the boat. Oh no.
Oh, Ellen.
Can I
You said
Oh,
athletics or strength?
athletics?
Oh, I did acrobatics. My bad.
Can I do Joe? If I see Elwin starting to like fall out of the thing, can I quickly try to steady him?
That is a darn good question. Let me determine first. But you have to choose. You have to choose between grabbing at soil or grabbing at Eris.
Ellen, yeah.
Because they both go popping up out of the boat.
I'm gonna grab Elwin because he's closer and he's right there. He's an elf also, so I'm kind of
All right.
biased.
What was the
I,
DC again?
I was going to make you DC 12. I was going to make you oh. Well, I see that now. I was going to make you make a wisdom check to try to grab soil. So, um, Ruben also manages to tumble out just as you're reaching for Elwin. But go ahead and give me a athletics check to see if you can grab Elwin real quick.
Okay, me. Okay.
Did you say Bergen's also falling out?
Yep.
Watching Bruben, I will try to save my leader, Bruben.
Oh,
Ru-
very good. Give me an athletics check then.
Ruben's just like, oh dear, as he
Wow.
flies out of the boat.
Okay. So,
Oh no.
He reminds me of the robot from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where he's just like so tempting, so boring,
so the boat's rolling down, and you go to skirt a tree. You manage to avoid the tree, but you catch a big rock, and it bounces the back of the boat, which results in the back three people flying out.
Okay.
You rush forward, grabbing Ellen and Ruben, but soil goes tumbling out the back. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, Brian.
For me, okay. Deck save.
Yep,
Eh.
this is a DC 12 dexterity save. If you fail it, you knock one oar out. If you critically fail it, you knock both oars out.
Oh, I was holding my breath literally.
Yes, we heard them. We heard it. Hey, nice. All right, so
I was worried about
now,
dropping an oar too. When I said I was going to grab Ellen, I was worried about dropping an oar. I was like, but I didn't think
no,
about dropping both.
so you grab them, you pull them in. The oars manage to not fall out of the thing locks, but then you realize there's more trees right there, and because
Ruben,
no one has a hold of the oars, you got to make this check at disadvantage.
Ruben
Oh,
doesn't even
goodness.
have a disadvantage because Ruben just says, "You idiot!" as he jumps out of the boat after soil.
Can you swim?
He's wood. He floats. I don't know. I just
Uh,
All right.
another deck save at disadvantage. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
try?
Another,
Does
no,
launch
another
also
piloting
affect
check.
sensing?
Oh, piloting check. Okay.
It just says speed. I could try to help Ruben by giving
Yes.
him Launch Strider, which increases speed by 10, which could
Touch.
help with trying to get soil back and then getting back to the boat.
I
It's
don't know
touching
what
here. I
that.
jumped out of the boat.
Huh?
It's touching here. I jumped out of the boat. Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ruben's gone,
Just a. Yep. Dang.
but that's the
You can
reason
catch
why
the hand he
Ruben
gave you.
also Ruben left you his hand.
Oh
As
yeah, so
well.
okay.
Yeah, not much you can do
We
about
can't
it.
just have just Ruben. Give me a boat. Give me a Ruben.
Did we lose both oars, or can I
No,
grab
you lost
one?
no oars. You lost no oars. You still got both.
Yeah,
oars.
we got both oars. Yep.
Alright.
And my next piloting
Mhm.
check was pretty good. So
Yeah.
This boat might not have been a
Okay.
hit, but it was still a bad idea.
So the three of you find yourself
Brannister
settled into
Brannister
the
is
bottom.
white knuckled and gritting teeth.
Right. And what happened is you're just in a valley that like there's a hill and it's probably 15 feet up. There's just water pouring over from every side, but you're like down at the bottom of the valley and you just rolled down in it. Now you're stuck in there waiting for the water level to rise enough that you could row out of this situation. Um, Ruben, you got any skill in swimming?
No. But I also don't have to worry about breathing.
That's nice.
Do you have a survival? I was gonna say, do you have a survival skill?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, soil. Should really be doing better than that. So you're kind of caught in the water. You're not really sure which way you're going, uh, but you're kind of floating and kind of functioning and such. What do you want to do?
Bruben casts light on
Okay.
one of his eyes so that way he can direct it to try and see if he can catch any glint or shine of soil.
Okay. The water's pretty swampy. It's not like clear, clean water. It's like smelly old swamp water. Um, and you see what might be a pointed ear sticking out of the water about 15 feet ahead of you. And it is moving sort of towards you. There is a tree about 10 feet behind you. Um, and you're still moving towards the tree, but you're not moving as fast as the boat with, but you guys are working your way down into the middle of the lake,
Okay.
valley type thing, where everyone else is stuck. What would you like
Bruben's
to do?
gonna try and swim out towards the ear.
Okay. I will take a strength check. Let's say DC 12.
Okay, so just a flat strength.
Sure.
All right. Hmm.
In his desperate attempt to make headway against the waters, he realizes that he just can't do it and finds himself actually pushed now against the tree, which at least gives him some support as the goblin ear, as you believe you see, is slowly kind of moving towards you, almost given like it's kind of zigzagging and almost gives you the feeling it's like Shark Week or something.
Bruben sees this, just looks at his remaining hand, is like, points out his points out his hand towards where this ear is, and casts catapult. Launches off his hand to where uh, he believes this ear is.
All right. An attack roll.
Oh. Oh, that was a strength check. Okay, but
Yeah, that was the strength check. That was really good.
Yeah.
That's how you got stuck up against the tree, though.
Hopefully it'll do it. There it goes.
nice.
Okay. Uh, so the ear kind, or the hand kind of like lands right up on the ear, easily enough to grasp around it. So now you've got a hand on the ear, you've got no hands to hold on to, and the ear and the hand just kind of disappears under the water.
All right. At that happening, Bruben just kind of crosses his arms and just lets the river take him. Not much else he can do at this point.
All right. So he steps away from the tree. It isn't long before the group of you are all reunited down in the middle of the. See Reuben come floating down. So,
The more
you
fun
guys
way
are
to
kind
think
of
of that in the boat. I'm just like shaking. Like,
the boat at rest, just kind of slowly floating in a circle, like a clock dial, a hand on a
no,
clock.
we're not on land yet. Oh no.
And the water is slowly rising. You see Reuben come floating by.
We'll
Um,
try to get him back in the boat.
okay, okay. Um,
Well,
well,
while
he has no way to
Bruben's
really direct himself. Ooh, thank you, some water.
while Bruben's actually been floating, can Bruben cast Find Familiar as a ritual?
Hmm. think you gotta actually do a ritual. I don't think you should be able to do a ritual while floating in the water.
Fair enough.
Maybe in a
Wanted to
boat.
ask. Ah, maybe in a boat.
Look, water.
Maybe in the boat. Yes, see, good. That's good.
Ruben's just floating beside the boat, just
So Ellen, Ruben's a little ways away. You couldn't just reach him. You might be able to put an oar out for him to grab. No sign of
I'm
soil.
gonna take one of the oars and just try to reach it out to him. Can you try to get that? I don't know that he.
Ruben.
I don't know that he's lost his other hand yet. So I'm like, "Ooh."
Ruben swims over, kicking his feet towards the side of the boat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get him into the boat.
And he says,
Right.
"Watch the arms.
Well,
Try and go for the legs instead."
Oh,
Wait.
I noticed that he like lost the other hand. It's like, where did you lose it?
Soil. I tried to grab him.
Did he eat your hand?
Even if he did, I'd be able to find it.
Okay, true. Here, I give back the hand that he gave me as I try to like get him into the boat.
Attaches back on with the little wiggling fingers. And now he looks out to the middle of the lake where he's at, and he's like, "Okay." And Ruben decides that 10 minutes is going to be a while, and cast Find Familiar as a straight spell.
Okay. You let me be clear before you do anything, and that is this. Watching the water level rise, you're guessing it's gonna be like 15 minutes, probably at least, before it's high enough that you can get up out of this ditch by rolling your way out.
Okay.
Does that change anything for you?
If no,
Okay. All right. So you're gonna cast the Find Familiar on your hand then?
try and find where the general location of it.
So get a good idea that the hand is roughly, over there where I currently have soil sitting in the water. And he kind of pops his head up out of the water. You see he's like popping his head out of the water every so often because now you can find him.
Mhm.
He actually looks like he's having fun. He's turning on his side and letting his ear stick up like a shark fin and kind of kicking his way around. You're certain when he brings his head up, he's making noises like da-na, da-na.
Ruben leans over and says, "Bath isn't as bad?"
Comes up all the way and goes, bath? What do you mean bath? I don't want no bath.
You're in the water. There's just something over there. I mean, there's no soap, but it's functional.
Perhaps he was just thirsty.
He literally shudders.
Doesn't seem to be drinking it though.
Where's the soap?
There's no soap here.
Mention the soap, yeah, he shudders a little bit. What if he got thirsty and started drinking? You guys could be in this hole a lot longer than you planned.
Oh no.
He said, Brannister kind of,
Ruben,
relaxes the oars a little bit and says, "See, and this," and he just kind of holds out his arms at all the water. He says, "This is why nature is more important than all the constructs of natural civilization."
What?
Ruben just slowly turns his head towards him.
He says, "See, it's displaying its importance."
Don't take long for soil to
I
work his
believe
way over.
concerning is the
Boat.
correct word. And I wouldn't say importance so much as strength.
Ruben asks Soil, "Did you by chance take hold of my extra hand there?"
Kind of gives you like a little bit of a guilty look, and then he makes a weird motion that looks like a regurgitation, and then he
I'm
spits
looking
up
away.
your hand with a little pile on the floor of the boat. kind of sizzles a little bit. Put your hands there, and it seems to be almost okay.
I'm gonna have to fix it
Bruben,
with my eye.
Bruben just kind of nods, grabs hold of his hand, dunks it into the water outside the boat, swishes it around a little bit, pops it back on. He's
Gonna
like,
need a new
ah,
paint job.
good as new.
Okay, I
Absolutely
don't
gonna
have
need
to
a new
fix it.
paint.
It was cocked up. Okay.
Bruben
Um,
just says, I'm glad you took the initiative. I would have really been upset if we'd have lost you.
Did I get like animated right now? So he's probably pissed.
Huh?
The hand you find familiar on it, right? So it's
Yeah.
animated, intelligent. So it's probably pissed when it got not only spit up but then dunked in the water. Knows it needs
It's
a new paint.
probably it is
It's
because
like doing.
It brings a means to an end.
It don't have no eyes, but maybe it
uh,
goes.
Right. What?
and Bruben just kind of slaps the back of it, dropping the spell.
Ruben's hand trust soil about as much as Brian's character does. That's great.
I
All
have
right.
questions about that later, if you don't mind.
You got time right now because you're stuck in the middle of a little lake.
Okay,
Bruben's
we
just
have
kind of
time.
flexing. If we have time, I have my book.
Are they their own thing? Sentient? Is that's? Or I think no, sentient would be the right word in this case. Are they? I don't know exactly what to ask. I'm just confused and intrigued.
Think of it like this. My body is not my real body. It is the vessel in which my soul occupies. So because of that, my body is attuned to my soul, much like you would attune a magic item. So because of that, my body can take a lot more damage than most, and since I'm attuned to it, it makes sense that I would have at least some sort of idea where the parts are.
Yes, but it seemed to be acting on its own. It didn't seem happy with you, and I don't know how a piece of you could be unhappy with you as if it was its own entity.
Have you ever
That's
heard of someone with Have you ever heard of someone with multiple personality disorder?
yes, I have.
Someone who is of two minds, quite literally.
Yes.
I've even met people that seem to have either possession from other individuals, or in the case of our dear friend here, a very close connection with entities from other planes. Think of it
Yes.
like that. If I separate myself, then a part of myself goes with it.
Mm-hmm. I once traded in an elder mine once. Very nasty things. Yes, I would stick to having only one mind. Much simpler that way.
It's simpler, yes. Some people don't entirely have a choice in the matter, though. And in Ruben's case, sometimes you get benefits from these potentially consequential actions. Catapulting one's hand, as he does, is very useful in from what I've seen, but clearly it has consequences. It can also break on its own, in which case I am more than happy to.
Oh, interesting.
It's not that difficult, really. Um,
You know, are you able to fix feet? My cousin once got his foot chopped off because they wanted a lucky rabbit's foot for some ritual or something like that. So he had to hop around on a wooden peg.
Because his name was
well,
Lucky?
Where is that?
I'm not a
No.
doctor exactly, but I could, with enough time, I could look into making a functioning prosthetic. It
Oh,
would take time and resources and effort, but I could do it.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
His
Uh,
foot was named Lucky.
Hey,
I would need a little bit more of a study on your anatomy to have a better grasp at how your body works. I could provide a limb, at least in blueprints, that would function very nicely.
Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't be for myself. It would be for my cousin. I'm not
Well,
sure where he is right now. I'm pretty sure I could find him if I had to. But
assuming that relatives have similar biology and anatomy, then it would help. Studying one could help with helping the other.
Ah, yes. Species.
Species as a whole, yes.
So after a little while of conversing, you realize the water's kind of leveled out. Pretty sure you can continue on your way to Telemetry Hill. What
Telemetry.
you do?
Brannisters just
Um,
seems to be enjoying the water now that it's not a raging river.
I believe we can move again.
After you get fairly close to the base of the hill, the water level gets low enough that you can't row the boat no more, and you have to get out and wade through the water. Um,
Um,
how far is the shore?
yeah, it's 30 feet or so. So you find yourselves at the base of this hill. There's a lot of trees at the top. It's dry up here. Um, the movie guys.
Yeah, we're here.
No, we didn't move. Hold on.
bottom right corner.
Let me get rid of this here. Let me put that on the GM layer. There we go. Oh, actually, I should put that on the map layer. But
Um,
Yeah, I'm unable to move my two.
Yeah, I can't move my guy.
can't.
My token is frozen.
hold on, I got you.
Alright. It's something that happens whenever the DM adds in the tokens at times.
Oh, okay.
I've noticed. Basically, if the player goes ahead and adds their token, sometimes they're able to gain more mobility over it. It's something that I think that they're doing. I don't know. Oh,
It could also be because he already had moved you guys.
yeah.
I just clicked on mine and it became active for me again.
Yep. I'm
Am I
good.
good now?
What had happened is they weren't at the proper level yet. I just thrown them over, and I hadn't moved them to the token layer yet. All right, so you're at the base of the hill. Let me give you your little description of where you're at. Okay.
Gotcha.
So you're greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit, damp, downy, silvery green moss, blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in a breeze, despite the absence of. You may begin to move your way up.
Do we
Or,
see anything?
Do I see any of this delicious fruit?
the smell, the smell of fruit. There's a lot of trees around and stuff, but the predominantly big trees are the willow trees. But there are a few fruit trees in and out, pears and apples.
I would like to go to one of the fruit trees since I didn't have breakfast.
Okay, okay, okay. Would you like to attempt to select a good apple?
Yes.
All right, give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 10. Yeah, you find a nice one. Nice one.
Ooh,
All right,
very
anyone else want
juicy.
an apple? They're good apples. Very good. All right. Let's take just a quick break, real quick.
All right.
We're
Go
still on the other
BRB.
map.
Yep. Hold on.
Yeah. And
Do
then
the
we'll come back.
BRB screen. Okay, there we are.
All right.
All right. Look at that.
Well,
Mute everybody. Okay, anybody in chat that can hear us, can you tell us if that's sound quality's higher? All right, go ahead, guys. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
All right. All right. So you guys have landed at Telemetry Hill. You found some nice apples and some pears. It's a lot of willow trees up here. Um, you're sitting at the bottom of the hill. The water's lapping at your heels.
Isn't it a
Whale's
rule
looking a
in
little
the
hungry.
wild to not eat the fake food?
What's that?
Isn't it a It's a general rule when it comes to Fae and folklore to not eat food made or given by the Fae, and I believe
Yeah,
out.
but
So,
hops to it's from here, so
uh,
And
right.
this is
So
given from the land, not from a specific person.
but if a person planted the fruit, then
It'd still be of the land.
I feel like that's a loophole.
Ruben's looking ahead. Is this a house?
looks like there might be a craggy top to the hill with maybe a cave entrance in it. Um, a lot of footprints up and down. Um,
I don't want to get my hopes up. Do you think? Who do you think this? It looks like someone maybe lives here, or at least set up camp.
I know I realize that's kind of metagaming, but can I do a survival check to check for tracks?
you absolutely may.
Okay.
You absolutely may.
All
No,
But
you don't
Joe,
really need
but
to, though. I mean, they're clearly there.
right. Okay.
Joe
Tracks.
just said there's tracks.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Well,
There's
okay.
tracks.
Could I do a survival check to see what they are? Oh, I'm at disadvantage, ain't I?
I don't know why you rolled a
10 would be
disadvantage.
first anyway, but
Well, you're pretty sure they're humanoid, but they could be deer. Um,
got a good roll.
um,
The
yeah. So
humanoid deer.
on the start, you want to start your way up the trail to like a little game trail. It looks like. Um, or are you just going to stand under this tree and eat apples all day?
I'm gonna get closer with caution.
Okay. All right.
I will head up
So-
that way too.
So you're all just going to group up together under the apple tree, or no? It looks like
No,
someone's
we're
going.
moving.
Ruben's
Alright.
heading out straight across.
All right. You're staying behind. Soil's not. He don't like you here. It's creepy and stuff. It smells weird.
Uh, do we have any guesses about who set up
Who's that?
camp here?
Hops. Who hops up here? Will you come and join us, hops?
Sure.
All right. What was,
You
what
wanted
was
to come
saying?
here, and I brought you here.
Yeah. Okay. You are here, so you have done exactly what you said. What was you saying, Alan?
I was asking the group, like, do we have any guesses about who set up camp here? It looks, because we can see on the map, like it looks to be like a cooking pot and a wagon. It's like someone clearly was here. Do we know? Have any guesses about who?
You hear a rather loud and slightly deep voice from, oh, I would say maybe over here-ish. Says, that would be Jangle that's here.
I'll look over there. It's like, sorry to intrude. We were here for, I look at the other side. A key, right? For a key?
Yes.
Hey, a key. They're looking for a key, boys.
Yes.
Over here, another voice says, oh, Jangle has keys. To which, you hear two or three others begin to kind of laugh a little bit.
I'm concerned.
Christian goes, yeah. So then, after a moment of laughing amongst the willow trees, the first one who spoke says again, so yeah, looking for a case? Oh, wow, his voice changed 3 times there. Bad joke. Lost him.
Yes. we saw someone in trouble who needed help, and they told us to come here for a key.
Well, Jingle Jangle has all the keys, but she won't come out. Something scared her up into that hole of hers.
Okay, you know what it was?
Then we should just go in there and get her, I believe.
No, we don't know what we're dealing with yet. We should be cautious when we don't know what we're dealing with.
She didn't tell us. Just ran up into her hole crying.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
We're
We
too big
might.
to get in. She won't come out.
I think I'll go ask her and see what's going on. I hate to hear people crying.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm not going to try to stop you.
Bruben's taking a moment to look back towards Soil. Is Soil okay with this?
Well, kind of just looking around. Doesn't seem bothered by anything, but, you know, clearly doesn't like the smell of this place too much. It's complaining it smells too sweet.
Hmm. Is everything okay?
Bruben just says, Soil is having issues around here.
Should we take him away from here?
Just a moment. The
There's a
Soil.
cave right there.
The Soil. Are you okay with staying right here? At least for the moment.
Yeah. Soil soil go to boat.
That's a good one. Stay to the boat, watch out for it, and if anyone comes near it,
Eat 'em.
that's a good job.
And he's off like a shot. All right. So as you guys are conversing with Soil, making your plans, Sir Hops to it arrives at the cave entrance, and you know he arrives because you hear a scream from inside the cave. It's one of them. There's a lot of noise coming out of the cave at this point.
Do we hear that?
Oh yeah, you absolutely hear it. It sounds like someone's running wild inside that cave right now.
One.
Hops to it. You roll up into the cave, and as you get to the entrance to the cave, you hear the sniffling goblin, and they look at you because they hear you coming up and scream and take off in just a clamor of noise because their coat is covered in keys that are sewn to it. Um, and they jet off into the mess that is their cave that seems to just be full of stuff, mostly keys, but a lot of other stuff. Um, Most of it seems to be of some form of metal or something, and contraption-ish. Uh, and you lose the goblin in the mess. Um, but you are at the entrance, and everyone else heard that, so
Uh,
Bruben's heading forward as well.
So
Yeah, I'm going
we'd
to.
better make sure that nothing bad happens and kind of rush
Yeah.
up
so
there.
are we running or are
Yeah,
we sauntering
I'll
up
rush
to the
up
cave?
there.
Okay.
Bruben was
Uh,
just walking.
Yeah, I'm taking a more
I,
calm
I'm
approach.
gonna be like
We can't be
in jog mode, kind of.
okay.
I'm going
Um,
to yell out into the cave. I'm going to say, "Excuse me, madam or sir. We are looking for a jingle jangle. Perhaps they're in here."
hear from somewhere in the back. They're not home. Go away.
Oh, okay. We'll be back later. Sorry to bother.
Okay. And then what?
I'm gonna take a step back.
All right. So you turn around, walk out the cave.
Is this what I think it is, Joe? Is this like a
Um,
cauldron over a flame type of thing?
yeah. You as you're walking out, you get beamed in the back of the head for a single point of damage, by something metal. Just bam. That's for you, Mr. Hops Stewart.
That seemed hostile.
Oh my!
Brannister says,
As you,
"Seems there's an attack," and he runs up here, and then he goes, "Oh, look, soup."
all right. What's
Um,
everyone else got?
it looks like someone's home, but it's not Mr. or Mrs. Jingle Jangle. Because they told me they weren't home, so I just turned around, and then something shot out at me. Uh, yeah,
I said, "Well, if they
The
told you they weren't home, they must not be home." And then I roll my eyes.
yeah.
What's laying on the ground appears to be like a weird shaped piece of metal with a couple gears attached to it. It's like a weird little piece of junk. It's kind of rusty, but you know.
should we give it a shot? I mean, it can't hurt to ourselves. It seemed a bit personal. That rejection.
Hmm?
What?
Well, when Hops to It was like told to get out, they said it's one of them. My immediate assumption is possibly that the thing that scared Jingle Jangle was one of the other, like the gang, effectively, like the same group that attacked us,
The Herringon?
the Herringon gang that attacked us. I'm assuming it's something similar. And so they recognized Hops to It as a member of that general group, at least as a Herringon, and were like made a connection, I guess, possibly trying to. That's possibly why. So if someone else went to talk to Jingle Jangle, might work.
Hmm. You're implying much about Jingle Jangle.
Mm.
I am.
Reuben, actually, as he's walking up, he's actually lifting up the hood that he is on his coat and lifting over the sort of mixture bandana face mask that he has. For a moment, in the shaded of his hood, there's only his bright blue shining eyes that seem to peek out from it.
And a scarf.
Well, yes, and his scarf, obviously.
Scarf of
Is the
leadership.
soup edible?
Is this what?
They're asking about the
Not
pot.
like it.
I will like taste test the soup.
I'm going up with Ruben to talk at the door.
Okay. So you two are tasting the soup. You'll quickly determine it's probably not soup as it's taste of. It's really sweet and tastes kind of cinnamon and apple.
Cider.
All right, the two of you walk into the cave. I'm going to ask you both to make a perception check.
No.
Why did I roll so bad tonight?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Ruben, Elwin walks in kind of oblivious, but you look around and Elwin, you see a lot of junk. A lot of junk. There's keys everywhere, just a lot of junk. But Ruben, you realize that there's a lot of really interesting junk here.
Thank you for following,
Oh.
Sea Bizzle.
A lot of very interesting junk. But that's your immediate impression as you walk in. You see nobody because our friend is hiding, Grant.
Um, hello? Is anybody. We don't mean any harm. If you're worried.
I told you I'm not home. Go away.
Yeah, that's the same thing they told me. They're not home.
Something frightens you. Is that correct?
Damn bandits. Now they followed me to my home and they stole my truffles and now I got none to finish my pie.
Oh, they haven't gotten that far away, I assure you.
Behold, Reuben holds up the red scarf
Yeah.
A certain group of these bandits has been handled. If there are more, I would be most egregious for you to direct me towards them.
You see a small goblinoid face pop up. It has goggles with like little jeweler lenses on. There's a coat that's got just hundreds of different keys sewn onto it. They stand up and they fix their coat and they look over it. They look at you and their eyes get big and says, "That's that scoundrel who stole my truffle scarf. Telling you, I strung him up and skinned him raw."
Not quite, but they're not a problem
Oh,
anymore.
we did relieve them of a few of their trophies, didn't we, Elwin?
Yes, I still technically have the ears, so I'm just gonna hold them out to the or like show them a little bit. Like they're in a bag, they're kind of peeking out of the top. I'm making sure my body shields them from Hobbs to it because I really don't want to start a fight right now. Like, yeah, it's they were dealt with.
Um,
Are you
Jingle
trying to hide
Jangle
it?
creeps up and realizes what it is and kind of looks horrified for a minute. You've never seen the color drain from a goblin's face before, but they do turn a paler green apparently.
They have
Um,
it first, to be completely fair to us.
um, but satisfied that the bandits have paid the price, Jingle Jangle says, "It still don't help me with my pie filling. They stole
Oh,
me the truffles."
that is something unfortunate. Is there perhaps another ingredient we could help you with? Seeing as you've misfortune seems to bring us good sport. I am interested in assisting you.
Oh, it's clear that Harrigans seem to like these truffles. So,
Can
yeah,
I hear any of this like conversation going on from by the entrance where I'm at, or am I too far out to hear any of it?
mm, give me a nosy check.
A nosy check. All right.
Investigation, perception, whatever you can muster.
Nope. I don't hear anything.
No, all
I don't
right,
hear
all
much
right.
anyway.
Checked over the fence and didn't see nothing. All right. All right. So what are you doing, Ruben? There, what'd you say just a minute ago?
Ruben offers if there's anything they could help with
Oh,
as far as to gain more fillings for the pies.
truffles are from the entire other end of the swamp. Took me 3 days to harvest them, and if I don't get some in my pie filling by sunrise, it'll be ruined.
Hmm.
Well, there are plenty of things you can fill a pie with.
Oh, but it's mother's recipe.
Sentimental.
Yeah, that wasn't fireworks.
Also, pie filling being made in like a cauldron, it would be boiling. Eating it right now would be burning your mouth.
Yeah, Josh. Suspend your disbelief. I'm a little more disturbed by the 5 gunshots I just heard.
That's America for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm the one in Flint.
Well, I'm in Grand Rapids. It ain't much better.
Could even come
I'm
up.
out in Oklahoma. I'm out in Oklahoma. If you don't hear a gunshot outside,
It's
something's
a little
wrong.
weird, yeah.
Right, right, right.
I'm in an area where you wouldn't expect gunshots, and I still hear gunshots. It's everywhere in America.
Dang.
Everyone's got guns. They're awesome. They love them. They're like, yeah, I got a gun. I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
when Flint's relatively tame, there's a problem.
All right. So, Yeah, no, Jingle Jangle is insistent that the only thing that will save her pie is these truffles.
Do
The
I
the
hear truffles?
Oh,
I don't know, do you? Did you make a nosy check?
I
Got
will
big
make
ears, you
them.
can have advantage on it. Wow, dude, really?
That was non-advantage. Well, there's advantage.
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. That's
Reuben,
amazing. No, you don't hear nothing.
Reuben just says,
This apple is delicious.
Is there, by chance, another means to get a hold of these truffles before sunrise?
Not unless you can fly.
Well, it turns out I do know someone who could fly, and unfortunately, they're locked in a cage, and they require a key. Perhaps if we
Uh,
help them, they could help you.
yeah, Jingle Jangle looks like she's thinking for a moment. Um, she pulls on the single hair that grows out of the end of her chin. Um, and she says, "Well, I got a lot of keys, but I don't know if I got your key."
would more details help?
How would you describe that cage?
Well, it was in a hot air balloon that was heading towards the tower, and it crashed and fell. And if I'm remembering correctly, the cage was made of silver.
Hmm. Silver. I found a silver key.
Is that
By
my
chance, would you know why a small pseudo dragon was locked up in a cave?
I don't know. Well, mix in the affairs of dragons. That can be dangerous.
Very true. And yet, here we are. My friends and I are here on the affair of a dragon. So, mixing with it could be dangerous, but also not providing aid to one could be very beneficial.
Why do you have one of them bandits with you?
I killed the rest of his party and made him swear his loyalty to me, upon pain of death.
I'll look for that key, but don't let him in my house. He might
Oh,
steal something.
absolutely, without a doubt.
So as Jingle starts wandering around, um, kind of digging through stuff, you hear her mumbling, "Where'd I put that key? I know I just had it." Um, can I get perception checks from both of you?
yeah,
Ellen,
the dice are not being
really
kind to me.
cannot keep rolling bad perception checks in
It's
there.
not my fault.
Are you singing? Are you playing a song?
I'm sitting
Are
out.
you
I'm
playing a
sitting out by the kettle playing my lute, trying to perfect something.
awesome,
Distracting me, I
awesome?
can't see things.
Ruben, as you're looking around, you realize that not only is there a lot of keys in here, and I mean a lot of keys, but there's a number of mechanical components, to say the least, gears and and you know, um, all kinds of just levers and pulleys and other just kind of weird random stuff. A lot of different sizes, lot of different materials.
Reuben kind of takes in a few ideas, leans over to Elwyn and says, "Do you see anything you could like?" Reuben starts pointing them out to assist to Elwyn.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
let's go ahead and make another round of perception checks. Being Ruben's helping Elwyn this time, so she can have advantage, or he can have an advantage.
and it's perception.
Yes.
Perception with advantage for you.
Yep.
Oh, about the same level as Reuben now.
That's better. Yeah.
So as Ruben's pointing out, hey, look at these gears and stuff. You notice a box that honestly looks like gun parts.
That that be very useful in repairing my revolver. Those are practically specifically made for this sort of thing. And there are a lot of parts that are old or rusty or cracked that I could really I need to replace, and it's a lot harder to repair than replace.
You looking into the box, you see that there's probably parts for at least a dozen different guns in there.
I can make it work.
But if you want to take a little bit of time digging through there, I will allow you to do that. You might find
Jingle
some.
Jangle Mind.
Well, I mean, do you want to ask?
Reuben does ask,
Yeah.
"Are any of your trinkets here for sale by chance? You have quite the collection."
Um, I'm sure we can work something out. Now, where is that key?
Reuben says, "Feel free to browse, and if you find anything that you especially like, we'll definitely try and get a hold of it one way or another."
Okay. I'm gonna look through the gun parts and see if I can find possibly like maybe like a barrel that's about the same size as what I need. Probably a new like hair uh, safety mechanism. Definitely some of the parts for the trigger are a little rusty. What would I
Brannister.
be wrong
Banisters, what?
Oh, I didn't hear. I was waiting to hear what Elwyn said again.
Oh,
I was just
That
gonna say,
last
what
part.
do I need to roll for that?
I'm gonna get back to you on that roll.
Okay, I was just
Uh,
gonna say Brannister is going to like stand up and kind of walk over by Hops to it and say, "Well, I think it's safe to say that they're home now," and walk up to the entrance to the cave. But as he does so, he's going to try to kind of nonchalantly pick up the metal mechanical item that was thrown at Mr. Hops to it.
okay. Um, which you can easily do. It's just like I said, it's a little piece, a weird shaped piece of metal with like two or three little gears. I mean, they seem to all be rusted together. Um, it looks like it was part of like some kind of mechanism or something at one point. Maybe a lock, maybe you know,
Oh,
some
Oh,
other type of
we lost
mechanism.
Gwen. Oh no.
that is what we call a Wi-Fi issue, I believe.
Yeah. Hop Stewart, what are you doing?
I'm just continuing eating this delicious pie cinnamon concoction since
It'd
I
be
didn't
so
eat
much better if
breakfast.
it had some of them truffles you got in your pocket in it.
It would be. Mm.
Have truffles in your pocket?
Of course he does. They stole them. He's going to have some of them.
Oh, yeah, truffle is actually my favorite type of food.
That's
Someone would think that perhaps a carrot or radishes, but no, no,
But
truffles, hands
do
down.
you have any right now?
I do.
You're
obviously.
inside. You can't talk to him. He's
Can I?
outside. You're inside.
Hello.
Hello.
No,
Hello.
your turn. Who's here? You're over here
Welcome
somewhere.
back.
You're probably over here. Uh, you're over here now. Yourself already. All right. So, um, yeah, you're digging through. Ruben, are you doing anything while Ellen's digging through this box of parts? I mean, there's a lot of just odd stuff here.
Reuben is just standing firm towards the doorway, so that way Jingle Jangle can search as well, as Elwin can take a look. The main reason Brubin's standing there is so that way Hop to It doesn't start walking inside, trying to be respectful of what the goblin asked, or goblinoid creature asked.
All right, works for me. Works for me.
When I finally get over there, I'm gonna ask Bruben. So what do we need here? What's going on? What are we looking for? What I know we came for a
There's a-
key, and it seems like they're all over. So could we not just take one and leave?
Brubin leans over and says, "We're needing a particular key that encases a pseudo dragon in a cage. The pseudo dragon is supposedly has information for us as far as to find our actual quarry. So our objective here is simply do what service we can, get a key, possibly a few allies. Elwyn is looking for some more bric-a-brac for their inventions. I myself, I don't deal in the mechanical, I deal in the anatomical.
He says.
Also, Jingle Jangle has a fear of Mr. Hop to it.
He says, yes. Well, I can see why. Um, he has an insatiable love for whatever that is in that pot over there.
Insatiable love for what's in the pot.
He says, yes, there's a cauldron outside with some sort of soupy, briny pie fillingness thing.
And stops and looks.
We haven't had the chance to bring it up, but
You need to get him to stop eating that immediately.
Says, says,
Did you notice how many goblins are around?
I say, Bunny, stop eating the sauce.
Well, why would I stop? This is delicious. I didn't eat breakfast
Ruben
because
turns-
you guys stopped and wanted to leave.
Ruben turns around and simply says, "Because it's not yours."
Get another apple.
It is obviously here, sent to me by the goddess Moon. Why else would it be out here in broad open, just waiting for me?
Because
This is a
it's for the
blessing.
because it's for the goblins that are all around. The goblins with particularly sharp objects that you are intruding on their meal.
I asked, and they said they were not home. So obviously, it was left for me.
You asked Jingle Jangle if she wasn't home. Turns out that she is. I'm talking about the
home.
goblins around in the trees that you witnessed.
You mean she lied to me?
Yes, people do that when they're frightened. And
Who's in here?
Ruben tries to stop Hops to It before he goes in.
Grapple check.
Well, Ruben just turns around and says, "If you follow my orders as you say you did, then you would do the decency of showing calming courtesy."
No grapple check.
Persuasion check.
Was that strength?
Persuasion check.
Oh no!
That is weird. Then I agree. That
It
is
is
the worst persuasion check you could have possibly rolled, sir. In fact, I think you encouraged
it
the
is.
rabbit.
Hmm.
So you're returning into the cave then?
I am.
And
Yes.
what tension within the confines of this cave?
I was being polite, and I do not like being lied to, as I was being very, very forthcoming. So I step in, and I am looking for this person who is lying to me, saying they were not home when they were really home. That
Okay.
is not being polite.
Okay, so you walk in, you see Elwyn's in a box, like just kind of rifling through this box that's on this really rickety table. You see a pile of rags that's got keys sewn to it in one corner, and there's just piles of just like keys and junk, and yeah, really you just see Elwyn in here at the moment.
Hmm. Where is this lying person at?
They're already
Yeah.
outside.
Outside already? And how did they get past me?
You were eating the stew, or pie filling, as you say. You seemed quite distracted by it.
I will go back outside and search for this person.
Um, so as you're stepping back out, you hear, "I found it!" And so you're like, just as you're stepped out the door, you hear this. At this point, Zingle stands up, bright silver key in hand, holding it. "I found it! I found it! I found it!"
Reuben turns back around and just simply says, "Ah, thank you so very much."
Hops
I
to
will
it.
turn around also.
You do hear this. Okay, what do? You see a goblin in a big heavy coat covered in the keys that are sewn to it, holding a rather large silver skeleton key over their head.
I would like to say, goodness, you are fast. How'd you get in and out and in and out and in and out and back in again?
Jingle Jangle looks at you, kind of gives you a stink eye, and says, "You got my truffles,
You hear,
long ears."
some of you hear Brannister quietly say, "Here today, goon tomorrow."
I do have some
Reuben just says,
truffles actually, and they are mine. They are not your truffles, for I found them, so that means that they are mine.
Reuben simply looks towards Mr. Hops to it and says,
That explains why he's
I
such a
have
fun
10
guy.
I have 10 gold if you would like to pass them over.
Hmm. These are worth much, much more than 10 gold, I'm afraid.
But you wouldn't deny your fearless leader, would you? I
I
mean,
would
we do
not deny
follow
my
him.
fearless leader. That is true. But I do deny liars. And I do not like
Do
liars.
you... Ah, so you deny thieves as well?
If I may,
It depends.
I haven't lied to you, and I haven't stolen from you. Could I have them?
Sure, we can share. I will hand one over.
I say, well, I don't have a lyre, but I do have a lute. Ding, 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 ding.
And I'm just gonna, like, I've already kind of sorted out the parts that I want to take. I put them on top of the pile. I walk over to Jingle Jangle, and I'm like, "Can I have some of those gun parts, please?" And I hand over the truffle as I pay it. And can I also have the key?
Under attack says, is it Hassan Pfeffer stew?
I've seen that. Okay, so Jingle, the option of truffles is like, "I need 5 of them, or I can't finish my pie. I'm not giving up this key without it."
Hops to it. What will it take for 4 more truffles if you have them on you? Because we really need this key, and I really need those parts.
I will tell you what, I will make a deal with you.
What are you asking for?
Well, simply for you to receive the blessings of the moon and be my disciple.
I'm not a religious type.
That's okay, I can show you.
Reuben says, how about I take your blessings of the moon instead? I would be more than willing. I am a lost soul, as you can obviously see, and in a body not my own. Needless to say, I could do with all the help I could get.
If you're willing to make the deal, then yes.
I am willing to make the deal.
Well, you know,
I
I've heard
shimmer.
of horns and on the crossroads, but never dudes with ears in a cave. All right, what happens here?
You have now been knighted as my disciple.
I want to do two
And you
things.
must follow me wherever I go. I will teach you the blessings of the moon.
Can we have those truffles now, please?
Yes, sure.
Okay, and I
I
hand
hand
them
them.
Jingle Jangle.
I hand them to Bruben only.
I hand the one that I have to Jingle Jangle.
Ruben gently offers it to Jingle Jangle and says, "Would you be requiring anything else for the parts and the key, by chance?"
Jingle, Jingle smiles, thanks you, takes the truffles, hands over the key, looks over at the parts. You don't find a lot, let's be honest. Couple trigger parts that may or may not work. Um, but one thing you do catch your eye looks like a part of something called an Eldritch Accelerator. Um,
Okay, I'll take that.
um, it's she considers it an extremely valuable item. She uses it as a paperweight. You notice it as you're making the exchange. Um,
Okay.
she is willing to sell it for 50.
Bruben offers something else instead. Bruben offers something, if possible, to help.
What is Ruben offer?
Bruben says, "I have 15 gold, and I can do you a great service for any item that you need."
Well, you're
Ruben
offering
says,
many.
"Bring me something rusty, something that is precious to you, just for an example, before I do this towards your more prized possession, so that you can see what skill I could offer you."
Points over a box of gears. What about one of them?
Ruben lifts up a gear, waves his hand over it, moves it away, and it's a pristine, cleaned gear. Prestidigitation.
Let me make a roll for this thing. Because, it's important to really consider these things.
Is there a rule for prestidigitation?
Here goes.
It can clean or soil any object.
Yeah. So Jingle Jangle doesn't really roll too high on the common sense check there. And determines that she wants you to shine the wart on the end of her nose.
Mm.
Shiny.
For something of this regard, it would take quite a deal more. You wanted to gleam brightly, correct?
Like a lost reindeer.
Okay.
Look at that.
I gave more
Gwen
land
just facepalm.
any mechanical parts you think don't work for upgrades for you? Because we could probably charge a bunch for what she's asking.
There's not really nothing left.
Brannister's like, so that's why I saw those deer, humanoid deer treks. Here I thought it was Nell Seed.
Well,
Ruben simply says, "You wish for it to shine," you say.
that's my wish. Make it happen. Every time this goblin's speaking,
Wait,
I have a different voice because I don't care.
I noticed. What did you say?
Make it shine. Make me proud of it. Something like that. I don't know.
That's his wish, make it happen. Or that's her wish, make it happen.
Yeah, that was one. That's my wish. Make it happen. Every time.
Ruben simply says, "You do realize this could be painful."
At which point Brannister says, now this I've got to see.
You see, for the device is for the simplicity of cleaning metal objects that possess no feelings, it's no issue. However, for a person, it could be quite a different problem. He says, "Observe," as he holds the gear out towards her, holding on to it. He says, "Just simply touch it."
That's why.
He offers the gear to give her an example.
All right. Reaches out, touches it.
She says, "Be careful. It could be quite shocking." As it zaps, doesn't do any damage, just zaps with shocking grass cantrip.
You get a little yelp, and jingle,
I
jangle.
would
Okay,
not
so
want to do that to
maybe
you.
that's a bad idea.
Perhaps. Metal objects and whatnot are simple. Plus, the shinier it is, the more you could sell it for someone else. I would be more than happy to allow you to gain more coin from your wares in exchange for letting these few paltry items go. What do you say?
Hmm. Looks at you, goes, I think I know something. Creeps over by her little bed, comes back, and she's got appears to be a mace. It's a large iron rod with some chains welded to it. At the end of those chains are some large padlocks. Can you shine this up for me?
So what? It bugged out.
Oh, she she comes back with a large, kind of large iron rod with some chains welded to the end of it, and at the end of the chains are like some padlocks. There's probably 5 or 6 of them. It's kind of like a little flail or something. And she wants you to shine that for her.
Reuben takes it, walks over towards the same table that Elwyn had the box of stuff on, sets it onto the table, folds the chains over on itself. Because this works on a foot diameter square, would you say that that would fit inside of a foot diameter square folded up?
Oh, absolutely.
Reuben just
Yeah.
kind of Reuben just kind of moves his hand over it. He makes an effort to show that it's taking a little bit out of him to do. As before too long, it is clean, bright, and shiny.
Yeah. Well, Jingle Jangle's more than happy with that because she's been trying to, clean that thing for months. Thank you. Let you leave with the piece of the Eldritch Accelerator and the trigger piece, and
And
seems quite happy.
while these guys are having this interchange, can I look around in the sort of the junk mess thing, see if I can spot anything of historical value?
Go ahead and make the perception check.
Well, I was thinking history, but okay, perception works too. Nope, I guess not. don't smell much. It all looks like junk to me. Excuse me.
What kind of role the Mona Lisa could have been here?
Right.
All right, so you've acquired the key.
We've acquired some gun parts. We helped them out with some troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Reuben just simply nods, says, "It's been a great day meeting you, Jingle Jangle."
Jingle Jangle is grateful. Thank you very much for your time. Kind of nudges up near Alwyn and says, "That one's yours too."
Thank you.
Aww.
And you're all free to go.
I collect the parts that I got and I leave.
Right.
Everybody.
Reuben turns
As
and
I-
starts heading away.
As I leave, I take a scoop of the pie filling again. Delicious.
Not yours. We
All right.
really need to go over the general etiquette of ownership with you.
Besides, you might get a hair in there.
I think there's already a hair in there. problem. There's already a hair in there. We head back to the boat
Yes,
without
Reuben starts heading
any
back
problem.
towards the boat.
Yeah,
You
Trees,
didn't.
thank you as you're leaving for cheering up Jingle Jangle because, well, her whining was making them miserable. Um,
Reuben just nods.
You didn't have to do that. Taking the whatever the blessing was.
I mean,
Reuben
kind of
just
puts on
says,
equal footing now. They both got to do
Reuben
what the
just
other one
says,
says. One's got the scarf, one's
that's
got the blessing.
exactly what Reuben is trying to say. Reuben just says, yes, but now I'm finally free of being accused, leader. And since he must obey me, and I must obey him, then I guess it just makes us simply friends. Besides, it does not do me well for someone to control another person. Myself, oh, I can handle it. If someone seeks to control me for too much longer, then they may find themselves unable to speak.
All right.
I just hope he treats it the same way that you are.
Oh, I'm not terribly worried.
Brannister kind of pats Reuben on the shoulder and says, "Well, you're still my leader, so I can always kill him if you need me to."
All right. To get back to the
I'm
boat.
not partial to killing,
Oh,
exactly.
okay,
But
fair enough, fair enough.
if you need help dealing with, if things go wrong and you need help dealing with it, I'll help. Not as someone helping a leader, but as someone helping a friend.
She, he's got a point. His way is probably better. I tend to
I want
kill
you to
things and ask
understand
questions later.
the entire party is acting afraid of the Easter Bunny.
I wouldn't say afraid.
All
A
right.
little wary, maybe.
Elwin's cautious. Reuben's
See,
just
get back to
sitting
the
here
boat.
thinking of other things. After
Oh.
all, apparently they need a study on Paragon anatomy, and Reuben's always eager for dissection.
Well, we have
All right.
air you can start studying right now, so.
At the boat, you find that Soil has managed to find a number of large leeches, which he is now, like he's got a collection. They're like piled in the boat. He's eating them. Um,
That's in character.
which is, more than just a little unsettling. Give me them wisdom saving throws.
I kind of feel like
Does
I would.
Reuben get advantage because he's seen so much with Soil and openly accepts him?
I've seen quite a bit at this point, too.
Ooh, you know what? That would be
Yep.
delicious in a stew.
You all have yet to roll a 20 on that save.
Actually, I did.
Did you win?
About, I think it was 3 sessions ago. I remember that he was eating one of the Haragons we had killed. And it got a nat 20. Reuben just went like, okay. Moved on.
So close to
So
a 20.
I do know that I got a nat 20 at least once.
I got an
on,
18 that time. I'm kind of like, oh, thank God it's just leeches.
Like, okay, I'm used to this at this point.
Boom!
All right.
You didn't
Just get
have
a nat 20 now?
Oh, he has one now.
Oh, no,
All right,
another nat 20.
now. You should start making them an advantage.
That's what's up.
Can I
What's
start
up?
making them because I was close to a nat 20?
What's that?
I was close to a nat 20.
Close counts in a couple things. They're called hand grenades and horseshoes.
Oh, and lawn darts. Good lawn darts.
Yeah, lawn darts. But that's a few things, and let's not go jumping the gun. All right.
Basically, as everybody's getting in the boat, Reuben just sees one of the leeches starting to crawl away, grabs it, sets it back in the pile for Soil, and keeps going.
Just looks at it and it's just like, okay, continues on.
Ooh. That wasn't a good combination.
I've seen worse at this point.
Well, no, I just because of Reuben and his character, of what he is, right? He's kind of a living doll, and then he picks up the leech, and all I can think of is There was a movie back in the day called Puppet Master.
Oh,
I
right, right.
know, Leech Woman.
I've been waiting. I just been waiting for a line for Ruben for like a long time. It just hasn't presented itself yet.
All right.
Well,
Um,
there was a line I was thinking about doing, but I didn't want to do it yet.
saving it for a special occasion. Speaking
Yeah.
of special occasions, you've now acquired the key, the silver key that you believe is the key to the silver cage, which is back at Slanty Tower, which
Mm-hmm.
was a full day's travel from here. Um,
Whoops.
you know, would be rather inconvenient if you had to count on him to get the truffles. So thank the rabbit for having them. Um,
Yeah.
anyhow, uh, by the time you get back down to where the boat is, the water has receded enough that it's like stuck in the mud, um, maybe about 3 feet from the water line.
Prestidigitation.
It doesn't do that.
Right.
Damn it. I totally thought that would work.
Prestidigitation does a lot of things. It doesn't do
I,
that.
I know.
You could do a couple things
You
here.
could
You
clean
could
out the
attempt
mud.
to unstick
I
it
could
from the
shock the
mud
mud.
and carry it down through the mud into where there's enough water, or you could just leave the boat and start heading back towards the slanty tower since it seems like the water's starting to recede.
Ruben's up for just walking as need be.
Yeah. Certainly better than carrying a boat.
All right. So you begin to walk back towards Slanty Tower. Um, and the mud begins to, I mean, it's not horrible, but it does stick to your feet a little bit. It makes it a little
Mm.
bit heavier. Um, it is 9:44. I think we shall
Can I
call it
call it there?
here and pick up with the trip back to Slanty Tower.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we left
Alright.
them we're in the boat again.
No,
So, walking.
No, we're walking.
Oh, we're walking. Okay, because it was
Yeah.
the water receded
Water's
enough that
receding.
was okay.
There isn't much use for the
we'll just go
boat.
back to
Good deal.
the other map right next to us.
Back to this map. Okay.
Do this. And
I wanted to, I wanted to do I did the thing already on here, but you guys couldn't hear it, so I was trying to incorporate it in here. Hold on one second. I was trying to do the let's see if I can do it. It's not allowing me to clear file. No. That's weird. Okay, I'm not sure how to do that now.
horrible. What's more horrible? I was looking for this earlier today and couldn't find it. And then just mysteriously popped up in my hand, in my grasp. It was like
There we go.
right next to where I
There
was
we go. Okay, so now we got it. So here we go. So
sitting.
Always happens that way.
it didn't work.
It's up to mischief. Mischief, I say.
Oh, I heard it.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yep.
I did too.
Oh Lord.
You know, but I was gonna say, Mr. Hoptuit tries to get Ruben to start like praying or something, and all of a sudden, all he ends up hearing is,
I'm just.
"Ade due Dambala, give me the power, I beg of you."
I just want to do the. Just wanted to do like the pun, like be a doll and something, but to Ruben, but could you be a doll and what?
Sounds
Since he
good.
kind of is a doll, so
All right. Well, that was
Mannequin.
fun.
a
That
large
was
doll,
fun.
but By the way, did you see that Drizzt mannequin at Gen Con? Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry.
I'm not sure if I did.
It was awesome. I got a picture of me buying it. It was awesome. I want it. It's only $1,500. I can swing that, right? Not.
No.
It's a lot.
All right. So end of stream tomorrow. We are going to do the No Good Deed campaign at about 3:30. 3:30 p.m.
Oh, it's a
Eastern
good
Standard Time. And we'll be back here with Wilder Beyond the Witchlight in 2 weeks. Sound good, everybody?
Yep. And I'll see you
Sounds
on
good.
All righty.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Have a good one. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for stopping in, watching, and we'll try to raid somebody real quick. Does anybody got anybody they want to raid? We got 5 viewers to raid with.
Batman.
If you guys stick around for a minute. Batman? I don't know. Batman. What are you talking about?
Robin.
Batman or Robin?
Great cast. Grace.
How about you, Eris? You know anybody that you want to raid on Twitch?
And not anybody that I think this audience would find appealing. Except for
Alright.
maybe Nate Wants to Battle, who's playing
It
Pokemon
depends
Emerald
what I
right
can
now.
print.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll raid Wapelius. He does. He's doing some miniature painting right now. If I can spell.
That's what made me late for session.
Type-
was finishing.
Typing. Yeah. See, that's full circle. Raid. How do you spell it? Wappeelious. All right. All right, guys, and we will see you here in 2 weeks. Oh, we did it. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, hold on. Maybe I must have spelled it wrong. Oh, it's two L's.
Here's the table of stuff I'm working on. Yeah.
Yeah, show off.
I don't
the
like
table
the
full
look
of
at
stuff.
that at all.
There. Well, this half of it matters. This half over here, that's just background. But half of it matters to you. All these lizard men over here, Galbatrix with them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ah,
I'm gonna do some bonus actions painting miniatures on here on Action Surge. If anybody else wants to do bonus actions painting miniatures or making maps or anything that they would like to do, anybody in here in the group, let me know and I'll make sure you guys get on stream or give you the stream key and you can take over the stream or whatever, like that kind of thing.
Nifty.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
I would probably just put my camera on it.
Reading now.
and
Yeah.
Run my mouth.
Yeah, but you can. They got a thing in Twitch where you can run it from your own channel now. So, like you can run your channel through another channel, kind of thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Never run my channel.
All right.